Alright, hey yo, it's the new year, so I'm gonna take this time to show off some of my old projects. Very, very beautifully named, by the way. I don't have plans on releasing any of these. I just never really had the motivation or the talent to complete them. But I thought it would still be cool to show off some of them. This one in particular, this was my first attempt at color base, I believe. It's not color base. This track was like heavily inspired by a guy named Slimy Pixel. I discovered him, I don't remember where, but I liked his music style and I was like, hey, I want to make something that sounds kind of like that. This was probably, at the time, my most like complex project. Hold on, how do you set following in FL Studio? I don't know how this shit works, man. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, how do I, there we go. If you can't tell, I don't use FL anymore. Yeah, I remember putting a decent amount of time into this project. This was like one of the ones that I was decently proud of. The bass is literally just this. Yeah, most of the effort went into the top pattern up here. But this is when I started to really hate FL Studio because I could not for the life of me understand the vocoder. It just made no sense to me. Oh, this was something that I don't know what it was supposed to sound like. I was trying to mess with flex and I ended up just not using it, I think. It's not incredibly special or anything. I'd like to come back to it and do something with it. I just don't know what. Yeah, this was a cool project, but I just kind of gave up on it. I didn't know what to add. Oh god, why does FL do this? Okay, there we go. This was my first time trying to make my own drums. I did a terrible job. I think this might be the kick. I don't remember. Hold on. Nope, that's the snare. This is the kick. The kick sounds terrible. Yeah, this was meant to kind of be like a Terraria-inspired thing. It didn't really get much further than this. I very quickly moved on. Yeah, this is just a set of chords that sounds kind of cool. By the way, if you need like an actually good bit crusher, Tone Booster's Time Machine is fucking wild. If you can figure out where the legacy plugins are, it's like somewhere on their FAQ. This is probably just like my favorite bit crushing plugin. This is basically the last song that I made before switching over. Coincidentally, it's also the one that I'm probably the most proud of. This was meant to sound like Minecraft. I wanted to do a lot more with it, but it kind of just ended up ending over here. But yeah, this has to be like my favorite project that I've probably ever done. Absolutely hands down one of my favorite projects that I've ever made. It doesn't even have a time signature. There's no time signature here. I don't know what it is. Yeah, there's like two pianos here. There's one that's just constantly going down here. It's cycling between a top note and a bottom note, and then it's got whatever's going on in the middle. I don't remember what led to me making the pattern like that, but I did. And then the other notes here, this is all like the proper melody, high-end stuff, whatever. I like that it's ever so slightly distorted. It adds like a lot to the like authenticity of the sound, I guess. I've also got this little glitchy sound that my friends really liked. So that was cool. I think it's just like a super low note being played through a bunch of distortion. And then the bass, I could never figure out. I never liked it. It's like a phaser bass kind of thing. Of course, now I think it sounds cool, but back then I didn't. Alright, on to Ableton. There's a lot more stuff in here because I've been messing with Ableton for a lot longer now. So this one here is my first ever Ableton projects. I don't know what I was doing. This is like one of the only ones with an actual name. Cool. Okay, so this was... Why is there fucking noise? What the hell? Whatever, it doesn't matter. This was very shortly after I downloaded Ableton, because a friend of mine showed me how to use it, and I learned how to actually try and make color base using the vocoder and stuff. About the only redeeming factor to it is this little bass. Okay, this one was pretty interesting. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out where this was until I started working on this video. This was meant to be inspired by Pokemon Sun and Moon, I think? And it's missing this whole chunk of lead because I didn't know what to put there. There's supposed to be something there, I just didn't know what to put. You'll notice a trend with these that absolutely none of them are mixed well, and none of them have bass. I didn't understand the concept of bass until very shortly before Amuna. Okay, I have no idea what this next one is. Oh, I know what this one is. This is another case of I couldn't figure out what to put as the lead here. It's not an amazing project, but I'll show it anyway. That's as far as that got. This one was pretty fun. This was meant to be inspired by 2. They make like tracker music and stuff. I don't remember what this was supposed to be at first, but then I accidentally created a really cool sounding lead. Yeah, so I had no idea what the time signature was, but this lead, I fucking love this lead. The bass below it's pretty cool as well. That's insanely low, what the fuck? This was another attempt at riddim, as I think this was future riddim. I have not tried future riddim since this. What is this? That's all I need to know. God, Ableton does not make it easy to find your projects. I'm definitely not blaming the wrong person here. This was originally meant to sound like Octopath Traveler, I believe. But it ended up just sounding like Minecraft, like any of my ambient music will ever end up sounding like. Gotta say, one of my favorite things about this is the ARP. I absolutely love that sound. Okay, I was looking for this. So this was, I think this came before the By 2 project. Yeah, it came way before I made that By 2 inspired project. This was meant to sound kind of like tracker music. I don't even think I had heard of By 2 at this point. Coming back to this project, I'm actually like really proud of it, but it's not super incredible or anything. I didn't know how to continue it. Yeah, I really like this project. There's not much I can do with it. This was my first time doing like proper like super saw layering. I was trying to make something that sounded kind of like Azure Mines on Roblox. By the way, that soundtrack is fucking amazing, and the funniest thing about it is it's all GarageBand loops. But somehow it continues to be one of my favorite soundtracks. It just has such a nice vibe, so I tried to recreate it here. I could never get this bass to sound right. It's just super noisy. I always really liked like the super resonant snares, so the way that I did the snare here was I added a little bling sound to it. And then there's this little art pluck. The layering, so this one up at the top is the main chord thing, whatever, with no added effects and stuff. And then the one below it is an octave up. And then there's also, I added a convolver to a chord, I guess. And then this is just for high end. You'll notice a trend of a lot of fresh air, by the way. And then this is using Robert Vonderhelm's Puberty Simulator. I added this. Yeah, this guy has like a big suite of plugins. It's actually like really nice. Yeah. Buffer glitch, crisp, crossover, diopter, loudness warwinder, puberty simulator, safety limiter, soft vacuum, and spectral compressor. This is the big one. Spectral compressor is really nice. It's basically a free version of Soothe 2. This, oh boy, this was my first time trying to sound like kanro. It didn't work, and I only got as far as this, basically, and then looped it. And I had tried to, he actually showed off on Instagram how he makes his basses, so I stole the serum wavetable from one of my friends to try and recreate it, and it just does not sound the same at all. And then there's the chimes. Yeah, and that's about all that's redeeming about that project. Ooh, this was meant to sound like a Fortnite emote. I don't remember what the Fortnite emote is called. You might recognize what it's trying to sound like, maybe. I honestly don't... I don't know. I failed miserably, but I tried. Yeah, I thought that one sounded really cringy, and I continue to think that it sounds very cringy. Oh boy, this was trying to make riddim again, and failing. Yeah, about the only redeeming thing is this little instrument rack. I mean, I like that bass. That bass is actually really cool. But I'm never gonna work on that project ever again. What is this? I don't want to know anymore. This one, I believe, was supposed to be... Yeah, I was doing a soundfont remix. I was going back to doing that for a change. I did one of the Castlevania themes in black and white 2 soundfont. That's as far as it got. And then this one was also meant to sound like kanro. This was meant to sound like phantoms, but I never got any further than this top end, basically. Yeah, the bass just sounds like shit. So yeah, there's that. Okay, the last time I worked on this project was at 1:22 a.m. What is it? Great. I spent a pretty significant amount of time on this project. It ended up kind of sounding like Roblox game lobby music, but like not cringy and annoying. Like it's pretty decent. I don't remember what it was supposed to sound like. Probably something like Flood Escape. Also, check out this bass rack. It's just just fresh air, and then a spectral compressor to fix the problem that was fresh air. Yeah, I really like this project. I just didn't know how to continue it. I don't remember the kick clipping so hard, but this bass, I was so proud of this bass, and I can't believe just doing this fresh air spam actually worked in some form. Fresh air isn't, or not fresh air. Spectral compressor isn't even doing that much. Just a little bit. This lead, though, I didn't really... There wasn't a whole lot of time put into that. This is the last one I have to show, but this was a previous version of the bass for Amuna that I gave up on. This was what it originally sounded like before I went with the more distorted, crunchy sound. So yeah, I decided later on to kind of throw this into another project just to see if I could toy with it and get it to sound better. But yeah, I'm not actually going to do anything with it. I don't really care enough, and there's no reason for me to. Project's already released, and I guess I'll give a small tease of what I've been working on and hope to release in the new year. This is meant to sound like fentanyl. I did lots of fun things. It's very loud, and I need to make the drums a little more quiet, I've learned, but I'll worry about the mixing later after I'm done working on this video. Here's your little teaser. And that's all you get. Have fun.